Horoscope for Capricorn, Monday, 27 April 2026. Welcome to CosmologicaLab. You feel that pressure in the air, Capricorn. As if the cosmos were tensioning a rope just before an arrow was fired. It's not a tension that should scare you, but one that invites you to find your center, that immovable rock that you've always known to be. There is a necessary friction in the environment, a kind of static electricity that erects the skin and makes you more alert than usual. The universe is presenting you with an intriguing challenge, one of those lessons where the structure of your life meets the strength of the unexpected, forcing you to ask yourself what you can really control and what you should let flow. That feeling of a loaded, almost palpable atmosphere manifests itself in you as a firmness in your posture. Although inside you feel that there is a whirlwind of ideas or a slight restlessness, your body responds with the discipline of your own essence. You feel solid, as if your feet are deeply anchored to the earth, but at the same time, there is a small tingling in your fingertips, a sign that your vitality is ready for action. It is as if you are in the calm that precedes a great movement, with your shoulders ready to hold any weight, but with a breath that seeks, almost without realizing, to regain peace. Taking this energy to the ground of your resources and your material stability, Pluto's presence in your area of finance and personal values is operating a profound transformation. It is not a day for impulsive decisions, but to observe how power and transformation are reconfiguring your relationship with money. Imagine that you're checking a bank application or an outstanding bill, and suddenly you realize that the way you managed your savings doesn't fit with the person you're becoming anymore. There's an almost magnetic intensity in how you seek safety, but with Libra's influence on your professional horizon, the key to success today lies not in brute force, but in diplomacy and balance. A virtual meeting or conversation with a client might require you to be the perfect mediator, finding that midpoint where justice and profitability are found. Although you feel the pressure of Saturn asking for order and limits, remember that the expansion that Jupiter promises will only come if you first build outgoing and ethical bases. If we look now at your day-to-day routine that gives you structure, the presence of Venus in your area of habits and health gives you an unexpected touch of beauty. Despite the external tensions, you can find a refuge in the small and the aesthetic. Perhaps it is the pleasure to prepare a breakfast with vibrant colors, or the conscious decision to organize your desk in a way that is visually harmonious. This energy invites you to make self-care not another task on your to-do list, but an act of self-love. Don't let Capricorn's discipline become a burden. Use Venus' softness to make your routine a sanctuary. At the end of the day, when you feel tired starting to weigh, a hot shower or simply switching to comfortable, soft clothes will be your best ally to process the intensity of the day. If we enter the universe of your affections and ties, the panorama is truly fascinating and complex. Your emotional world today is a scene of intense contrasts. On the one hand, you have a very vibrant and creative energy in your sphere of self-expression, with the Sun and Uranus driving you to be authentic, perhaps even a little unpredictable. You could get an unexpected text message, a notification that makes you smile and reminds you that life has shades of surprise that you can't plan. However, in the intimacy of your home and your roots, the presence of Mercury, Mars, and Neptune creates an atmosphere of much activity and sometimes a certain confusion. You may feel that there are too many stimuli in the house, or that a conversation with a relative becomes somewhat hazy or emotionally charged. It's like you're trying to read a book under a blinking light. There's a lot of information, but clarity is elusive. But don't get lost in the fog, because Jupiter in your relationship area offers you a great balm. There is an opportunity for expansion and learning through others. A deep conversation with someone special, or even a casual encounter with an acquaintance, can expand your perspective and bring you a sense of optimism that balances domestic tension. In your friendships with the influence of Scorpio, the bonds feel deep, almost transformative, You do not seek superficial talks, you seek connections that have meaning. If you feel a little touch with a friend or group, don't see it as a conflict, but as an opportunity to clean up what no longer serves and strengthen loyalty. As far as your intellectual growth and your search for meaning are concerned, the moon in your area of the distant horizons is asking you to seek answers beyond the obvious. Today, your mind is not content with everyday things. Seek philosophy, higher learning, the reason for things. You could be reading an article or listening to a podcast that suddenly triggers that mental click. A revelation that makes you feel like a piece of a puzzle you've been putting together for a while finally fits. With Pisces' influence on your communication, your intuition is very acute. Don't ignore those vivid dreams or those hunches that appear as you walk or rest. Your mind is today a deep ocean. Allow yourself to navigate its waters without fear of losing yourself, for in that exploration you will find true wisdom. If today you feel you need to do a ritual, I propose a tension alchemy to release the charge that the Sun square with Pluto might be placing on your shoulders. It is a simple but very powerful process to transmute irritation into relief. Find a small piece of paper and, in a moment of calm, write honestly what is giving you friction or pressure right now. Don't censor yourself, let frustration flow to the paper. Once you've turned everything over, visualize a bright white light that wraps the paper, dissolving the density of those words. Then, break the paper into very small pieces, almost as if you were disintegrating the problem itself, and throw it away in the trash with a feeling of gratitude, thanking that energy is no longer part of your present. To finish, wash your hands with cold water and a little soap, imagining that the water takes any residue of that tension, leaving your skin and spirit clean and renewed. For today, I propose the garnet color, or a deep burgundy tone. This color, linked to Pluto's intensity, will help you channel the pressure of the day into a controlled and powerful transformation force. You don't need to wear this color completely. It can be a discreet detail, such as your mobile case, a small accessory on your desktop, or even the wallpaper of your computer. If you have any of this tone nearby, use it as a visual anchor to remind you that you have the ability to transform any challenge into an opportunity for personal power. Remember that the most important thing is not the object itself, but the intention you place in it. Trust your resilience, because today you will discover that even in the greatest tension lies the seed of your next great victory. Have a nice day, dear Capricorn. Subscribe to CosmologicaLab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.